Hey there. So in this video, we are going to explore a tool before you've picked a niche, something you're passionate, and even if you actually have a niche, this is still helpful. But if you haven't picked a niche, it's important to understand it. You want to make sure it's in trend, or at least understand when it's in trend and what the long-term data for it looks like. Now, my hair is playing games with me because I just got a haircut and I haven't found the right product to style with. So I'll be getting rid of this little camera in a minute, and we will be focusing on this. But also, my name is Moon, just in case you don't know who I am, and I am from Affiliate Phoenix. Bam. Okay, so let's get started. So if you've never, ever, ever checked out Google Trends, you definitely need to check it out. This is what it looks like. Excusez-moi. Okay, so Google Trends is a really cool tool because A, it's for free, and two, well, I went from A to two, so it would be B. Let's correct that real quick. It's B. B, it's just really cool to explore what's trending. All right, I'm a data nerd, so it's really cool to get into this tool once every few months and explore what might be happening in the world. So look at this. Taylor Swift, she just came out with an album. Makes total sense. I don't know why Kim Kardashian's up here, but when isn't she up here? Um, and sports makes sense. More examples are here. Fortnite. That's funny. And then this one, I was actually looking at this graph before I started this video because it's super interesting to me to see the different food trends and stuff over time. And we know why elections and voting are trending because it's voting season. Woohoo! We have more sports, Halloween. That would make sense. It's very seasonal, and then bam, done with. So it's just a really cool trend to see how stuff has been trending since Google started collecting data, right? So I recognize a few things here. Eagles, how do I vote? Makes sense. This is soccer. I do not know if this is a movie or another game for in the God of War franchise, but I used to love playing it. Imran Khan. Okay, Eagles. Look at that. 1 million plus searches. So it's giving us a lot of data, right? Like there's a lot of searches happening around these keywords. Okay. But Moon, what does this have to do with niche site or choosing a niche for a blog? Okay, calm down. You're not gonna go, I get it, you're not gonna like go set up a whole site around how do I vote. I mean, you could have a voting site that presents accurate information. So, anyways, you can open up Google Trends. Sorry, let me get rid of that. Let's come back here. Okay, and then if you were exploring, let's say that you have, I don't know where to even start. Let's say you have pet cats, okay? You love cats, you've had them all of your life, and you're like, okay, let me just start over here. You can enter that search term right there, and it's going to give you this. And of course, these tiny gods have been searched. They're always in demand. There's no like peaking up or down, right? Because they're not seasonal. They're pretty consistent. And ooh, that is interesting. So let's see so 100. Let me slow down a little bit and explain. This chart shows you the interest over time. By default, it shows you 1 year's worth of data. 100 is the highest interest. A value of 100 is the peak popularity for that term. A value of 50 means that the term is half as popular, and a score of 0 means there was just not enough data for this term. Okay, so now let's talk about this. So the topic of cats. Cats have always been very consistently searched upon. There's been an consistent interest over time that started jumping way up Come on, for God's sake, calm down, mouse. Okay, December 2019. The pandemic was 2020. But I wonder why the peak happened quite, but we see it going up higher and higher and higher in July than usual. But it's also probably because people were adopting more pets during the pandemic. They were. Okay, but anyways, we see that in general, cats have been like, it's the same level of interest, right? It has never dropped down so low that the interest has faded away. Now, if you keep scrolling down, it will show you interest by sub-region, which is super freaking cool. You can see, you can actually explore more. From highest to lowest interest. Who has the lowest interest in cats? DC. All right. Maybe it's just not cat friendly. Those people. All right, Georgia. Come on, Georgia. Florida. Get out of here. Okay, anyways. I remember watching this. This was quite something. Oh, there was a film in 2019. Cats. Oh yeah, the movie Cats. So anyways, it's talking about related topics. It'll show you related topics. Users searching for your term also searched for these topics. Okay, you can view by the following metrics. Top, the most popular topics. Rising, related topics with biggest increase in search frequency. Okay. Related search queries. Oh, okay. Can cats get COVID? That I looked that up too. I'm gonna be for real. I looked that up. This is that documentary, and yeah, it's an intense one. But anyways, this is just to show you how the tool works, okay? But also it's good to understand if something is just a trend that just dies, that has died over time or is going to. So let's look at other examples. Okay, let's take a look at gardening. Let me scroll back up. I just put in gardening, okay? And over the last 5 years, we see how it goes up and down and up and down. So it seems like at its lowest, it hits around a 20, maybe a little over 16 in the winter months. And then in the summer months, it peaks. So the summer months, April to May is when it seems to peak at its highest. So that makes sense. If you're a gardener, and you're thinking about creating a blog about around that, you need to just, I mean, this is an obvious example, but also you can literally do this for any topic or niche you're thinking about and just enter it in here because you just need to understand how that niche works. And if you're passionate about it, you probably already do. Oh, look at that same thing, which doesn't surprise me in a way because succulents, it's not like gardening, but succulents, you're still growing something, right? And this highest peak has to be around when the pandemic began. Yeah. So that's you can add other things just to compare the data over time if you want. Scroll down, there's Epic Gardening. Woohoo! I've met the guy who started Epic Gardening years ago. He's super cool, deserves all the success. Okay, coffee. I tried this with coffee, and it was cool to see that coffee has very consistent demand over time. And I can go as far back as I want, but let's just do 5 years. Same thing. And Hawaii. Oh, is 100. Go Hawaiians. Okay. So, related topics. Dalgona coffee, food, beverage, and food. I wonder why it's listing it differently, but hey, whipped coffee, Black Rifle Coffee Company, Scooters Coffee. There's a lot more I can look at. Dutch Brothers Coffee, Nespresso, sugars, coffee pods, non-dairy creamer. So it definitely gets your brain going, right? Like there's related queries. Let's see. I think this is a movie. That's funny. There's a coffee maker. How to make whipped coffee. That would make sense. People want to learn. Oh, keto coffee. I do enjoy my coffee in the morning. Okay, anyways, this is coffee now. Let's say that you want to compare it to tea. So I enter tea here. So it shows that even tea has a very consistent demand over time. It seems like coffee has more of an interest, but I wouldn't. The point being, this isn't about which one's better than the other one. I'm passionate about coffee. So even if coffee was a red line, I would have chosen coffee. The whole point in me bringing up Google Trends is so you just understand, or you look at the data and say, oh, okay, this is consistent all year long. The demand for this drink, right? And it's not going to peak. With gardening, you saw it peaks in the summer, right? And it could be for, let's try one more. Um, I don't even know. Fishing. It's gonna show the same similar thing. So it does show that it peaks in June. June. Again, it's a summer month. June. It goes up and down. So you can literally do this with anything and just understand how it trends over time. And you can keep adding more and more. Um, with that said, I just wanted to show you this free neat tool. And it definitely helps you explore your niche more. And it's just a cool thing to be able to check out and put it to good use and explore your niche. All right, that's all I have for you.